Oh, baby. Sorry to cut the song off. I was like, it's 5 minutes long. I was like, maybe I let the gold thing go. Shout out to Portal 2. Still one of the best soundtracks on this side of the planet Earth. Also, hello, Night Fiend. Hello, everyone else. Looks like everything's working. I think this is what working looks like. So, the grand reveal. It's now 7.3. A glorious day for anime lions in this video game. Because now we have hats! We have hats! We have a lot of hats. In fact, it's very exciting. And many of them look pretty. There's even, you can even wear the frickin' stupid turkey on your head hat from the Gold Saucer. There's a staggering amount. I don't know why it took him this long. Kind of like emotionally dumped out on this whole thing. I'm like, I have hats now. They're beautiful. It's everything I wanted for 5 goddamn years. It's like kind of numb. I just need to let it process. But anyway, other good news. I'm 80. So we got my self-imposed goals. I've met both of them, by the way. So self-imposed goal number 1, I'm killing all the primals with their own weapons, which is a little disrespectful, but I think it's a fun bit, so I'm gonna keep doing it. As a side note, Shadowbringers will be the only time this is actually presented as a problem. It'll be the only time it's a problem, because Zodiark does not have a weapon in Walker. And so I'm definitely going to be getting to 90 before I get to any boss that has a weapon. And my other self-imposed goal of not doing any quests, any fates, any roulettes. I will do side quests for Aether Currents because I need to fly. But basically all of the XP is from questing. So I was able to make up the difference to get to 80 by doing exploration map filling XP, which is something that I would be doing normally during the MSQ anyway, but just got lazy. So I'm considering it just recouping my lazy points. So anyway, yes. Joyous day. Alright, I'm gonna put my gear back on. Hang on, I don't need these anymore. I have the real ones. Like so. No hat for Viola canonically, but I just wanted to wear one to celebrate the occasion. Anyway, speaking of Titania, this will be in our imminent future. We have collected all of the MacGuffins in Ilmeg to open a door to fight the trial. We heard word that Party Pooper Ranjit and the Party Pooper Brigade are well on their way to come stop us from our silly antics. So we got to go get. Well, the getting's good. Can't think about it. So here we go. Forgive me. It seems my indecision has cost you precious time. But I'm convinced now, convinced that you will triumph. To the south, you'll find a bridge to Lue-Reeq. As a bearer of the 4 relics, the gate to the castle will open to you. And that's it. Ah, fascinating. Let's get out of here. Come, company Chocobo. To the castle. Then to a 20-minute queue. I am hoping that there'll at least be a few more people in the roulette pool, as we are, again, fresh to 7.3, so there may be a bunch of people coming back and be like, all right, I need currency, and so they're gonna be running roulette. Also, I'm trying to think. There would be a couple of reasons to need currency. Now that you can upgrade your tombstone gear, people will want to get currency to get more tombstone gear so they can upgrade it. You can upgrade your crafted gear now, but the upgrade, in addition to, is that bug literally on my my god, this thing is a death wish. It was sitting right on my MSQ bar on my screen. It was black on white, like I couldn't even mess it. thought it was a dead pixel, and I'm like, no, why is it black? Anyway. Crafted gear can be upgraded using blue tomestones. And so if you're trying to upgrade your crafted gear, you need a lot of blue tomestones, doom roulettes. We'll see what happens. I'm still expecting a lengthy wait, but I may be pleasantly surprised. Up we go, upsy daisy. To the big old pretty Verbertian castle. I don't, well, a lot of how far I get is going to be how long this trial takes. But yeah, we'll get the rain back in a little bit. Give her a resonating crystal sound right now in the background because it is. Well, we're gonna fix that. Let's go. Let's get it. Ooh, it's a long interaction. There it is. Gate is recognized. You bear all 4 relics. The seal is broken. I'll check what the weather says when we get out of this cutscene. All that remains is enter the castle and confront Titania, a being bereft of reason and mercy. It is sure to be a ferocious battle, but if anyone can bring an end to our king's torment, it is you. Yet know this, my adorable sapling. Though we Fey folk may appear to live unfettered lives, there are still laws that bind us. To take back as much as is taken, to create as much as destroyed, to give as much as is received. In all things, balance must be preserved, and the same will be asked of you. But worry not. Come what may, your beautiful branch will ever be at your side. Look up the door. The Dancing Plague. A regular duty has now been unlocked. Come on. Alrighty. Everlasting light is the weather pattern. Alright, ready to go. More than 30 minutes. That's what I figured it'd be. Alright, let's do a wander. Have a merry little jaunt around the entirety of Ilmeg. We'll do laps. Think of anything else I need to do? Don't think so. Seven 3 patch has been good to me as a Rothgar. Pretty damn good to me. I finished MSQ today. I'm not going to talk about it. But I liked it, I guess. I'll say that much. I have not done the Alliance raid yet. Well, it'll be today or it'll be not today. It's a binary answer, really, or a Boolean. Depending on the context. There is going to be new Manderville content. I think that's 3.5, so not for a hot minute. New society quest in the Yuck Hoi. I think some lads wearing blue show up instead of the red and brown. New treasure dungeon. I keep forgetting to go look for maps for that, but it's. I'll look that up. The Hildebrands, the Hildebrand adventures have historically stayed away from the MSQ. They sort of have their own cast of people. You don't even run into Scions or any of your crew when you're doing Hildebrand stuff. You're just completely out on your own. Like you don't even get like an Alpha No show up. They're in separate boxes. I mean, now would be the perfect time to break that convention, but I severely doubt it. Oh, look at all these quests I'm not doing. I've already done them once. What is going on? A little bit of the lake over there. I think up here you need to have flying, so you can't get that. I think you can swim to get this stuff over here. I know this is a lake. You have to fish on that lake for the Splendorous tool. Fishing rod, I gave up on that. Oh, yeah, right. There's going to be a new planet for bunnies colonize the universe. Cosmic Exploration, that's the name of it. That's 3-1, I think. Re5 is also going to be the new deep dungeon, which is going coincidentally to be Lue-Reeq themed. Some good, interesting ideas in that deep dungeon, but we'll see how much we care. They added some new cosmetics. Some things got some more dye channels. I think that's just been a rolling feature of Dawn Trail stuff. Part of the graphical upgrade that came with the expansion. So it is one of those things that you'll pop on an old gear or something. You'll be like, wow, your textures got upgraded and you have a second dye channel now. I think everything's going to have 2 dye channels by the end of it. Reportedly, allegedly. There's enough things. Specifically things that had 1 dye channel, I should say. There's a lot of Titania boss reskin might be worth checking out someday. Yeah, well, from what I gleaned of the deep dungeons, assuming that's what you're referencing, is that we have to go into Hand Mirror Lake? I didn't know you could swim in here. I feel like I had to have known that you could swim in here. Ah, you can't. Well, specifically you could swim in, but not under. Fair enough. Yeah, but anyway, deep dungeons. It was originally built as group content. you and your mates go in and have some fun, and it was scaled like. You can go in by yourself, or you can go with any number of people. But the longevity of the content was primarily due to people who were running it solo. The company of absolute mad lads. And so it's sort of the two were intrinsically associated with each other, but it's always group content technically. But a lot of the achievements and a lot of the community was based around soloing. Pals of the Dead, you can solo on certain classes without too much hassle. Any healing class is gonna be fine. Tanks mostly all right. Problem with Palace of the Dead is that you start at level 1, and so there are some classes that you need to get a little bit higher in order to have their heal. So I want to check something real quick. Yeah, that's all good. I don't know why I'm paranoid about this being broken, but here we are. I know I'm paranoid about this being broken because it's some jank shit. Anyway. There is, well, the company of Mad Lads, an absolute units and badass players, have beaten Palace of the Dead, they've beaten Heaven on High, they've beaten Eureka Orthos with every class. And like, I have Azema earrings equipped, yes. I'll be having those equipped through, well, through 90, and then when I give myself 90 gear, it's gonna be flopped over. I suppose that's the only other caveat to my XP gain thing, but they are 30%, which is somewhat significant. But it's 30% from killing mobs, I believe. Also, they're far more useful as heirloom gear, to use a WoW term, than they are as something that gives you an XP bonus. If I really wanted to try hard this, like I could also like be eating food and stuff like that. Mostly, I wanted to just play Viola as a just for questing, like just for the stream. I didn't want to have to do maintenance with her. Like I have to be like, ah, damn, I need to get to this certain level for MSQ, and have to keep coming back to her. Ooh, more XP. Give me that. The achievement for filling the map out is a very big chunk of XP, which is that's what helped me more than getting these breadcrumbs. Yeah, here you can dive. Do spear fisting crap down here and look at the cursed scenery. Yeah, but yeah, there's I don't know. I like the deep dungeon stuff. I spent a lot of time in that. I've not done what I'll call an earnest, legitimate attempt to get a solo clear. Doing it in Palace of the Dead would probably be a moderate pain in the butt because it's 200 floors. All subsequent palaces and deep dungeons are all 100. But basically scaled the same. So like 100 on Heaven on High is about the same difficulty as 200 Palace. It's fun stuff. It is to do a proper run all the way to the bottom requires a hell of a lot of resource farming, which is what kills it. Oh, we got a tank. That's probably you. It's probably intimidating to do it solo, particularly if you don't have your armor and weapon propped up. Where is the... It's not there, it's that way. So. Maybe the entire stream is me rambling on. That's fine. What else is coming out in 7.3? Treasure dungeons. A Alliance raid, I haven't done that yet. Phantom weapons are gonna have an upgrade. Dig 3-1. I'm a little curious what that will entail. Maybe a reason to go back to Occult Crescent. It was fun for the, I don't know, dozen hours or so. Yeah, I filled you out. Let's see. I can't fly there yet. I can't fly there yet. Maybe able to make it to Raktika this stream. Oh no. It's the mystery place. Weird that it's just on the map like that, but it's whatever. What else? What else do we have? No. Well, I've got my Emperor Solus button ready to go. I'm reasonably certain we'll at least see him today, unless it literally takes me to frick. No. It should. I think that's what it goes. Yeah. Seed of Sacrifice. That's 6-3. 5-3. Run 7. That's 5-3. Yeah. Very emotional. A Shadowbringer just rings it all out of you. You will feel all emotions. Seed of Sacrifice is also kind of a. It's one of those. Sometimes you'll queue in for a trial roulette, and it's like whatever. Oh look, somebody popped Hydra for the frickin' Zodiac weapon, and then you're in and out in like 40 seconds, and it kind of sucks if you're leveling, because you're just like, well, I'm gonna get no XP from this, but you're in and out quick. If you're doing it for currency, you're just like, well, all right. And then you get stuff like Seed of Sacrifice, and you're like, wow, you're gonna earn your 15 tomestones of mathematics today, because that is a, you gotta strap in for that fight. Okay, I'm going over my head. Let's see. There is probably the Stormblood trial for Manderville is one that you queue in for that. You're just like, I better get my crap together. Whoever's queuing in for Titania, you can wipe this Titania fight. It's happened. But I think just weight of gear means that it won't be too bad. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think now. Well, final trial in Shadowbringers is a long one as well, but it's not difficult. It's just very long. You're like strap in, but more of a, this is gonna be 10 minutes rather than a, I gotta get my crap together. Seed of Sacrifice is get your crap together. Thinking. The other Shadowbringers trials were the weapon project. There was a trial in Baja. So actually, never mind. The extreme trial was an extreme version of a fight from Bastia, but I believe the first time through, it's a single person duty fight, which is an interesting thing. They did that. Tanking's not that big a deal. There's some responsibility. Sure, there's a chance of failure, but if you're an off tank, it's probably the easiest thing you could possibly do in a duty. There's no brain power involved. I'm trying to think other trials that will be real. I don't think. Yeah, you just do dungeons. The rest of Shadowbringers. Seed of Sacrifice, I think, is the only required trial on the path until you get into Endwalker. And then I think basically from that point onward, anytime there's a trial, you're gonna get slapped. Bad things are gonna happen to you. Thinking about it. Oh. Trials in general. Let's see. None of these. None of these. Maybe Susano, but typically things are only going to fall apart in Susano at like the very, very end. Shinryu can wreck people, but typically Shinryu will just wreck some people and then he can recover, so it's not that big of a deal. Just like one or two people will go down. You sort of just stagger yourself. Yeah, this duty queue I think is going to be will be the only big obstacles in these MSQs, because I'm running everything else trust. So ironically, dungeon queuing would probably be a lot faster. But no queue if you're just doing it with a party of NPCs. I am curious if they're going to go back and add trial party finder. So the Tsukiyomi has some gotcha mechanics in it, because if you don't know what the whole light dark stuff does, it'll just wreck you, and then you're not really sure why. Phase 2 things can get a little chaotic, particularly when you're doing the fans, and then you have to do a stack. You have to sort of find this balance of being able to move where you think you need to go and then staying with the group, and then if the person with the stack marker just runs off into nowhere, then thanks for playing, you're about to die. Well, if you're I was about to say, as a red mage, you can run yourself out of mana slowly. If you're doing reses, then you're gonna run out pretty quickly, in which case then lucid dreaming is your best friend. Lucid dreaming you basically don't need on Picto or Black Mage. Lucid dreaming would actually screw up your rotation on Black Mage, so you probably don't want to use that. On Summoner, I've slowly run out of mana as a Summoner in extended fights. And then again, if you're picking people up off the ground, then yeah, you're gonna need that res anyway. And if you pick people off the ground, you're gonna need that mana anyway, because you're gonna be losing it all. You're using it on cooldown if you're a healer anyway, but it is very awkward to pop lucid dreaming as a healer and then immediately die, because then at that point then you have nothing to recover. You're just sitting around casting glare until you get enough mana to do something else. Going through all the fights. Yeah. Yeah, all three of the Endwalker fights are just look out for various reasons. I will be doing Mother Crystal and Trust though. And I'll see if Alphino and Astidian become floor tanks again. Like it did when I ran it first time. Hilarious. Dawn Trail Trials. Well, first one's not bad. It's fun. Not terribly difficult. The other two, good luck. Actually, all of the Pat's content and Walker Trials, good luck too. Yeah, those are pug kit. That'll wreck a pug, all right. We're gonna have long ass queue times for those as well, sort of like this. Definitely have to come prepared with talking points for those. Kind of surprised. Well, it says more than 30 minutes, so we're not at the point that we're carrying yet. We're just gonna walk around. Oh yeah, we have this crab. Where is Lue-Reeq? Might as well. I'm always paranoid about doing quests during a while waiting for a queue, because if the queue pops like when you're in the middle of a cutscene, then you have to skip the cutscene. Or they kick you out, I don't know. But because that's my paranoia, I'm just gonna do that. And then like I'll be in the middle of this and then the queue's gonna pop and I'm gonna be annoyed. So it's gonna play the game against itself. So this loser wants to see if we could fight because he wants to hire us. Here we are, proving grounds. You need only slay a beast of suitable ferocity before my very eyes to demonstrate your own. Naturally require bait to lure one out of hiding. Boy, my lord, got your package here. Well done, my good man, and here's your payment. This boy fights with money. The bait in question, easier to have it delivered than to take a detour and pick it up myself. Rather more efficient as well. Time is money. Now then, you need only place it in the open and slay whatever comes to claim it. I cannot imagine it will take long for something to come hither. Da-da-da. Why go to the hassle of procuring your own bait when you can hire someone to do it for you? Hello, Snooty. Ah, and we wait now. Destination. Destination. Oh, well, I didn't need the second set of stickers. Everything bound to me. Ah, I killed the thing. Fantastic. I knew I was not wrong about you. Come, let us return to the Crystarium at once. Literally go out and kill a thing, and then go back home. I think this is the 70 quest. And then the 72 quest we'll start the story proper. Eventually, we will hit a point. The main reason I wasn't really doing these, outside of the fact that Lue-Reeq is kind of lame. He gets better, but in my opinion, the weakest of the cardinal virtues storylines. But you will inevitably hit a point where you're story locked behind them, and plan A that I just wanted to sort of rack them all up and knock them down. Should have been a healer. Hang out with Giat. It's fine. It's fine, we'll get this done. Multitasking. The Crystarium. I'm not taking the Aetherites just to kill time. Not in a rush. Do much of anything, really. Alright, so we have proven ourselves. I just want to look at Giat. The badass. Pile of food. Congratulations on a kill well made, my good woman. I dare say it is the beginning of a beautiful partnership. Let us commemorate on the occasion with a feast. Eat, drink, and be merry. Eating noises. Wonderful stuff, isn't it? My compliments to the chef. Another helping? No, are you sure? It really is no bother. Oh, very well. Should like to return to our earlier discussion, that of the virtue I've engaged you to hunt with me. Andrea is her name, and she roams Norvrant in the guise of Renda Ray, fallen warrior of light and renowned hunter of Eld. She's the most elusive eater who has been sighted in every corner of the realm. Though her movements are unpredictable, she has often been witnessed pursuing and slaying extraordinarily dangerous beasts. You can well imagine the question forming in your head, why not leave her be? If anything, is she not aiding local communities after a fashion? Alas, no, for the beasts she slay raise anew as eaters, which pose even greater threats to the small folk. So you see, this one wretched sin eater is in truth sowing untold chaos by carrying on as she does, unleashing more of her kind on unsuspecting towns and villages all across Norvrant. Only you and I can stop her. So she was a warrior of light. What an odd thing to ask. But never mind all that. Whether or not they were heroes or villains or whatever 100 years ago doesn't matter to me. The simple truth is, Renda Ray was the greatest hunter ever lived, and beating her at her own game would be an amazing feat, don't you think? And regardless of what the warriors were before they became sin eaters, that's what they are now, so we'd be doing folks a favor by killing one. Well, what say you, friend? Will you hunt Andrea with me? I hope I live to regret this. completely detached. So begins our formal partnership. I can see it now. You and me in the heat of battle, fighting side by side, the picture of courage and camaraderie. It's going to be grand. Naturally, it will take us time to study and understand our prey. Eaters can behave in strange and inexplicable ways, particularly powerful ones like Andrea. I'm doing my best to get inside her head, to think like a hunter, but it is easier said than done. Anyway, as soon as I have determined where we ought to begin our search, I will inform you at once. Oh damn, that's some XP. It's a good chunk. Oh, is the reward lacking? My apologies. Next time I see that you receive a more substantial compensation. The hilarious after the quest reward dialogue. He's rather surprised to see you standing before him. So at the end of 72 would be us having completed Home Minister Switch. Wait, it's you. It's really you. You actually came. That. I mean, never mind. You're here to hunt Andrea with me. Yes, of course you are. Why else would you be here? And wouldn't you know it, one of my hirelings should be returning with new information at any moment now. Hello, hireling. Greetings, my lord. I am pleased to report that Andrea was recently sighted in Amarang, in the vicinity of Samuel's backbone, it would seem. Apparently, there was a right vicious spider that was giving folks trouble, and now that it's been turned, it's about a dozen times worse. He'd be grateful for any assistance. Well done, my friend. Your payment is promised. Why bother going out into pestering the small folk for news if you can employ others to do it for you? The better to devote our precious time to more important matters, I say. Knowing to my winning strategy, we may now depart for Amarang and the delightfully named Samuel's backbone. From pursuing the spider, we may yet find its maker. Reluctant nod. We are officially at more than 30 minutes. This is now a side quest stream. Hello, Viola. She looked away. It's beautiful timing. Talk to any of them? No, I gotta talk to you. Do I need to talk to you to go to Amarang? No. There it is. Amarang. One day, Twine. One day. We actually do fight something. Wait, is that fate? I can't remember that one. I think I know all these, but like the back of my hand for having shared fate done, but is what it is. Memory's a fickle thing. Certainly the place. I gather those bones once belonged to dear Samuel, but I see no troublesome arachnid. It being a rather large desert, I considered hiring a few trackers to hasten our search, but I have yet to spy a place where such individuals might congregate. Pity. Bah, nothing for it but to roll up our proverbial sleeves and do the dirty work ourselves. We'll split up to search the sands for the sin-eater spider. Whoever finds it first may have the honor of slaying it themselves. And should we not find it, well, after we both have searched for a suitable length of time, I say we meet back here. Let the hunt begin. Hobbling on over. Amarane music, similar to the I'd say feel old now. Feel Meg music. The two of them, they sound pretty similar to their normal version. Oh, oh wow, the Purple Cloud fake out. I'd forgotten that this questline is subverting. The Purple Cloud, you expect to fight something, but not this time. Cheeky. Another Purple Cloud. Is it for real? There it is. Given folly. All with Midgar Stormer balanced on my shoulder. Beautiful. Now I'm balanced on Midgar Stormer's shoulders. Technically, I guess. I don't know. Killed a scorpion, guys. That's good. Oop, I didn't want to lock on. Oop, right into the cutscene. Ta-da! The flashback machine. There she is, the Scourge of Norvrant, the Devourer of Souls, Balam Quits. Bring this mark down, they'll be singing battles to the end of time. Never mind the king's bounty. Hells, you could buy yourselves a couple of castles apiece. Viking maneuver is discussed, and wait for my signal, and we'll strike as one. He's onto us. Don't panic, we planned for this. We'll act as decoys while Rendell Ray brings her down. Go, go. There's no need to rush this. Oh, he's so headstrong. Back here. Finish it, you bloody bastard. Finish me. So sorry, it's all my fault. They kind of ran in. I'll not let it end like this, I promise. I'll kill that goddamn beast if it's the last thing I do. And now she's gone. Hey, what was that about now? I have had headaches before. The way you're thrashing about wasn't anything I've ever felt. I have to explain to this fool what the echo is. Gods, and I thought you were lucky enough to catch a glimpse of Andrea, but you're also telling me you're granted a vision of her past with this power of yours? Oh, huh. 2 warriors killed while hunting a great horned beast. A beast their surviving companion vows to slay in revenge. I have heard this tale before. I know it. It's a common enough sort of tale, I suppose. And regardless, he is gone. Come, let's return to the Crystarium and celebrate your accomplishment. Oop. Hello, Midgard Summer. Father of Dragons. I gotta check something very quickly while you teleport. I'm just gonna be standing still for a couple seconds longer. Alright, I'll do Ethernet stuff, whatever. No. No. There it is. I don't know if I'll be able to do... Pretty sure they're gonna lock me on after this one. I suppose not big of a deal. We've not really gotten into the meat and taters of this yet. Table is set, and so I bid you raise a glass with me that together we might toast your spectacular accomplishment. I killed one thing. But we toast and feast. Like a hearty meal after a job well done. Drink up, my friend, drink up. Had your fill? I have another few bottles ready and waiting to be opened. No? Oh, very well, if you insist. It occurs to me, my good woman, that I have yet to ask you your name. So quickly did we forge our friendship that I hardly noticed until now. I am the warrior of light. Viola Cheshire. Reek and Viola. Yes, I rather like the sound of that. Reek and Viola, the daring duo, the brave bounty hunters, the scourge of sin eaters. Once we have slain Andrea, not a soul in Norvrant will not know our names. They shall ring out all across the realm. But I should dwell overmuch on the victory before the struggle. A wise hunter is prepared and patient. 'Twould be prudent to send double, nay triple the agents afield to seek out promising new leads. Sure, it's wise to spend your money so freely. Ready with the budget for our brave endeavor? Well, don't be. I am prepared to fund our activities as needed. No expense shall be spared. Spared no expense. None whatsoever. By the way, we're still queuing for Titania.
I didn't even need to meme. We're already living it.
Oh, we got to get
It's
to
crazy.
Hmm?
So I was going to say, it's crazy that you've got an entire server to yourself.
Kinda. We got 4 people in the queue right now.
Actual private server behavior.
Man, if this is a private saver, then I'd just put in the codes to just solo the fight. Hilarious. What ended up happening is that I fully expected to start up a side quest, and then as soon as I was in the middle of a cutscene, the queue would pop, because that is 100% of the time what happens to me whenever I try to be cheeky and double dip. But it's not happened yet. They've called my bluff. There she is. Viola, come to rejoin her bosom companion in the great hunt. It is well that you have, for I have obtained new information concerning a sighting of Andrea and Calusia. Ah, we're going to Calusia, and then we go to Raktika. That makes sense. The fiend has transformed into another deadly mark, a great bear in this instance, into an even deadlier eater. And so it falls to Lue-Reeq and Viola to slay the newborn eater and continue their pursuit of Norvrant's most notorious virtue, to Calusia and to glory. Where the houses.
I do think it's funny that I came in after Snooty said hello, good folk, so I didn't ruin the message.
Yeah, you had good timing on that. Yeah. Oh, I own all the plots because it's a private server.
Yeah, yeah, and he's got this like big penis model that he's used as like the base for each house. So it's just a wave of peni.
I call it the phallus field.
God, I almost want to get my fucking Paint Shop Pro skills up and running and create like a title card for that area then between the loading screens known as the phallus field.
The dick picture. Oh, you don't believe me. Is this meme just too ripe? Fine.
Hold on.
Oh, hang on.
I'm gonna send Snooty exactly what he wants.
Oh no.
He's looking for a dick pic, so I will send him a dick pic.
Well, too bad
Where
there's
is he? When was the last time I spoke to Snooty? I didn't even see him anywhere. Ah, there we go. Found him. Here you go, Snooty. Here's a dick pic for you.
Oh shit! We just had to talk about dick pics. Oh my god, so much time wasted. Here I was talking about patch content, doing side quests. I should have just gone right to the... that's on me. I should have known. Rookie mistake. All right, BGM 100, by the way. Why is there no sound? Goes there? You want to? Are they not? Is this
Alt tab?
No. Oh, there it is. It's just randomly not a part of it. So much time lost, so much frolicking and feasting left undone. Weird that that's not part of it. I don't know why you're not included. Must make up for it. We must, beginning by playing with you. Here we go.
By the way, if you were curious, I sent him a picture of a dick.
Come and play. For the night is bright. Sleep when you're dead.
Off center. Standing in this one. Y'all figure it out.
When you play with fire.
White Mage using Confession? Impossible.
I'll confess, I forgot what that skill is.
Plenary Indulgence.
Let's play in
It increases, basically, it's sort of like Horoscope, if you know what that is. On the Astrologian. You cast it on people, and then you get a bonus heal. I should have been on the other side. That was bad mistake. It's fine. Oh god, I'm number 2 on the DPS. Maybe it was for the best.
You should be.
Well, yes. Well, meaning that one of the tanks doesn't have their stance on.
Oh, there's that too, yeah. That's also a thing.
Oh. I'm pulling out all the tricks today. I'm feeling fancy. Pride cometh before the fall. Don't worry, guys. It'll happen.
I'm warmed up because you've been gaming.
Busy talking about nonsense.
This talking about dicks warmed you up.
Oh, that'll get me. Yeah, that's. I'm like, oh no, we're gathering the. Oh, it doesn't matter, does it?
A normal no. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter.
What? That's the wrong button.
Grow, my lovelies, grow. Bigger's better.
What was our favourite animal, Snooty?
Da da da. Momentary confusion, not sure what to do with all this Esprit.
Sometimes dancers get sort of lulled in a false sense of security. They think they've understood the pace of the partner, and then suddenly a giant ball of Esprit just comes in.
I also apparently called Kenki Esprit at the moment.
See, I had a feeling that might have been the case, but
It is true though. Sometimes you just wake up and you're all of a sudden you're at 80 and you're like, I was at 20 before. What the A's happened?
yeah, like I like that every pool with Tatsu is different. It's really funny. Sun was into alligators and the daughter was in giraffes. Those are good picks. Giraffes and alligators are cool. Spider monkeys are kind of adorable, but I don't want to go anywhere near one ever. I feel like they're gonna rip my eyeballs out.
This is so much fun. Let's play some more.
I remember when I went to a zoo a very long time ago, I was obsessed with the owl enclosure, I don't know why. I think it's because they were the ones that were most active at the time we went. Every other animal was just passed the fuck out. Hyenas were chasing your dog. You're not supposed to put them in the enclosure, Snooty.
Oh, they hit it. No, they didn't. It's fine. It's fine. Let the Viper have it. That was a pretty smooth run.
We can play no more.
He's voiced by Y'shtola. When Y'shtola goes to summon like the weird like spirit thing later on in the game,
Frothy and Foam. You can, okay,
yeah, you can hear her voice in that. She pulls out her Titania a little bit.
Interesting. Also, yeah, this is probably the start of trials that will legit wipe you. Outside of a horribly cursed Susano run, which is rare these days.
Well, nowadays, yes, that is rare.
I've had dicey Susanos, but I think Titania is the first one that you can like get a legit wipe.
Well, for you lads,
yeah. Shinryu, people will die, but actually we might have wiped. It's rare to wipe that. It's usually like a few people die and you can recover.
Yeah. Shinryu, when it was new, was absolutely turbo fucked and cooked, and just everybody died all the time because it was kind of overtuned. The damage was extremely high.
Oh my god!
But they nerfed the shit out of it because everybody was upset. Also, I don't know if you just said, "Oh my." Did you see "Oh my god" because nobody had a portrait?
Yes.
Okay.
Two comms,
I'm
baby.
trying to think. What was the second trial in Heaven's What? I forgot who it is. Bismarck. Right, never mind. Fuck that. That's why I forgot. That's why I forgot.
Your brain was trying to block it out. That makes sense.
Ravana caused some problems. Bismarck didn't, and
Not that I expected any less,
Thornton didn't either.
Nidhogg might kill people, but not really.
Yeah, Nidhogg, when Nidhogg was new, he did sort of kick the shit out of people. It was doing a few things that a lot of players were not expecting, unless they'd done the extreme fights, and a lot of people hadn't. Like, at the time, that was the first time the stack marker showed up for just about everybody.
Yeah, it was. It's still. I mean, it's still. There's still enough mechanics. You can't just sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, farewell.
The dress, the crown, the scepter, the shoes. The time has come for these relics to serve their true purpose. For they are not only keys to the castle, they are also blessings to be bestowed upon the new king. The way into the castle is opened when it is time to relieve the reigning monarch of the throne. And the brave soul who does the deed has the honor of taking their place.
What?
However, should you ascend the throne, you will become one of us, never again to live as men do.
This was a curveball to me when I was running this the first time. I was like, oh crap! What I just...
Adorable sapling, my precious mortal. We Fae folk live forever, but such is not your virtue. To strive for a dream you will never see, to sow seeds that others might one day taste the fruits of your garden, that is the beauty of your kind. Burn bright and shine as only you can. These blessings, your lovely branch will accept in your stead.
absolute badass.
Kinla, Ilichla, Ilmek, Okbra. Now, shall we attend to those unwise enough to trespass in our realm?
So up until this point, in the back of my mind, I was like, might have been a bad idea to do a warlock pact with a fairy. When I hit this scene, I'm like, oh, thank God she's on our side. Oh, stumbled into the right choice on that one.
And she's a fairy and a redhead, so I can understand the apprehension.
Yeah. Well,
But I didn't cancel each other out.
Well, now she is the king, and she thinks you're awesome. Maybe a little needy. It's fine. We're Feywild fans in this channel. If you're not a Feywild fan, get out. You don't have to get out, but
I was gonna make the okay bye joke, but obviously I'm not gonna make that.
I got ahead of it.
Confound it.
I swear to God, every scene he's in, I can't stop looking at his ears now.
Oh, that's who has planted the foul seed of knowledge upon us.
Damn these pixies and their tricks!
Yeah, damn them.
How in the seven hells?
Listen well. We come in pursuit of villains who have fled to this land. You know who and where they are. Now show yourselves and answer me before I lose my patience.
Oh, stop! It hurts! It hurts!
Enough! Lift the enchantment!
Minfilia, willful child. How many times must I come to collect you?
I won't return to your maw. And I won't let you hurt my friends.
What is this stance? Where did you learn it? No oracle I trained would make such an unseemly show of herself. Know your shame, gal. You're powerless. You have no life nor purpose, save that which our master sees fit to permit.
Kung Fu blade catch. Ranjit is a badass.
Who are you to dictate her purpose? To lock her away and deny her a life? If she was powerless, it's because of you, you sanctimonious swine. But no longer.
Dramatic cut in.
Fool! Defiance only begets more suffering. It is through acceptance alone that one may find solace in this god's-forsaken world.
I love these super dramatic action film cuts here. So good. Eating this up like it's ice cream.
Look! The sky! She's done it. The warrior of darkness has triumphed.
General? What are our orders? What do we do? We do what we came to do. Subdue this rabble and find the warrior of darkness. Forward, men! Take the villains captive! Are you deaf? I said...
Axla Orwain! Axla Orwain!
What? What's happening?
Getting bamboozled, follow. Fool!
Water? That wasn't there before. Ah!
Lue-Reeq Ansasi, Lue-Reeq Kinsi.
What's the matter with you? Get a hold of yourselves, damn it!
Yes, this is quite terrifying. The pulling somebody down into what would you say? Boot high water and drowning them? I don't want to think about that too much. Glowing eye Amaro.
General, they come in greater numbers. We must retreat.
All who stand with a warrior of darkness shall face justice. My master demands it.
Walks out.
I see. Well, it's a good thing Feor volunteered to become king in your stead, for all our sakes.
We are grateful for your timely aid, Feor, or should I say, your majesty.
It was the first night in recent memory. We all of us but wished to make the most of it. That's something you must remember about us Fey folk. Though our existence may be eternal, we exist only for the present. We live in the here and now, paying no mind to futures that may or may not be. To wit, we are not driven as men are. We cannot fight for such causes as men do.
Does that mean you won't aid us against the Sin Eaters?
Not unless the mood takes us. But if it was to repay a debt, well then, that's another matter. To take back as much as is taken. To create as much as is destroyed. To give as much as is received. Such is the way of Ilmeg. By this law, we shall lend you our strength. In return for the beautiful sky you have restored to us. In times of need, do not hesitate to call.
I'll be sad to lose you.
Silly sapling. I shall remain at your side. Even should my body be in the castle, 'tis a simple thing to have a little part of me accompany you. Treat them as you would your Isnefis.
At least he's mad at you for having a fairy. How come you get one? What everybody has to say. Going to train harder. Having seen what you've achieved, it's the least I can do. Yes, sure. Well done, my friend. You put me to shame, laying low a light warden while I struggled to land a blow on a man old enough to be my great-grandsire. Seems I was wrong about your friend. Had Feo not stepped in, you'd be frolicking with the fairies by now. It's pure luck that we managed to hold the Ulmorans at bay long enough for you to succeed, but we have earned some good fortune. And while it is plain we've not seen the last of General Ranjit, I, for one, am glad the delay are reckoning with him a while longer. Ne'er for a moment did I doubt that thou wouldst triumph over thy foe, yet the majesty of thine achievement delighteth me none the less. Night hath returned to Ilmeg, and we stand one step closer to delivering the first from its doom and averting the 8th umbral calamity. 'Tis but a pity thou wert not present to see the faithful put the Ulmorans to flight. 'Twas a sight to raise the spirits, I do assure thee. Ah, but what valuable allies they might prove. Were the mood only to take them. Ah! I knew you could do it, and not only because of your blessing. You have a strength all your own, and it has seen us through many a trial. The warden defeated, I believe our work here is done. It is time we were going together, needless to say. To the bitter end, the fate of our two worlds being at stake and all that. Stoic nod. Now then, I suggest we hurry back to the Crystarium. Much and more may have happened while we were frolicking with the Fae folk. That Ranjit elected to pursue us makes me hopeful that the city was spared Yulmora's attentions, but I would sooner see for myself. Besides, I believe I speak for all of us when I say that I've had a belly full of Ilmeg. Let us away before the fairies think to play with us again. Alfino doesn't like the sounds of that. Mouse, away. Away, away.
I am not your food today. I am your master.
All we needed to do is to talk about DIKs.
The DIKs. Thank you for your Amazon Prime subscription. 21 months in a row. Holy crap. Anybody have anything of value? No. Oh, though we spend most of our time on the road and Phil and I actually have apartments here. Perhaps now they may finally make use of them. Keeps this walking around. He's thinking about bottles.
All seems well at the Crystarium.
Yes. Yulmor was plainly more concerned with finding us. How flattering.
There it is. Alright, everybody.
You certainly took your time. I had half resolved to complete the task myself.
And you are...
What a question.
Were one to study the annals of Garlean history, one would find yonder visage on many a page. Though by rights its youth should long since have faded.
Well, well, we have a historian in our midst. That spares me a lengthy explanation. I am Solus Sos Galvus, founding father of the Garlean Empire, and under various guises, the architect of myriad other imperially inclined nations. As for my true identity... I am Emet-Selch, Ascian.
Gaius spoke of you, a native of the Source.
Equal in rank to La Habrea,
And you came all this way just to introduce yourself to us?
Behold the sky, restored to its former glory. Have you ever seen a more affecting spectacle? Oh, it is truly, deeply infuriating. Do you have any idea how much you have delayed the rejoining? Following the flood, the First had been listing ever further towards the light, towards stasis. The end was in sight. Enter man and his indomitable spirit. He would haul the world back from the brink. And adding his lumpen weight to the power of growth, he duly tipped the scales, if only by a fraction. Yet a fraction was enough to spoil the perfect imbalance needed to bring about a rejoining. Had mankind continued to live in idleness under Vorthri's rule, all the conditions would have been met. But you had to come and ruin it all. Thanks to your meddling, light supremacy is in doubt, and our painstakingly laid plans are in tatters!
Well, I should begin by thanking you for confirming Urianger's theories on the inner workings of the Calamity. He will be most pleased. As for what happens next, might I suggest you admit defeat and walk away?
Happy to let me go, are you? Because the murderous glint in your eye suggests otherwise. Indeed, it is enough to make me think better of confronting you alone. Look, it did cross my mind to simply side with Vorthri and kill you all, but that's no different from what Lue-Reeq did. And we all know how well that ended for him. And so, while it is liable to be troublesome, I have settled upon a different approach. Cooperation. I will not raise a hand to hinder your hunt for the Light Wardens. If you desire it, I will even lend you my knowledge and strength.
Since time immemorial, you and yours have labored to rejoin the 13 shards, at the cost of countless lives. Do you expect us to believe that your objective has suddenly changed?
Nay, our objective is the same as it ever was. Though I dare say, you do not know our motive. A war waged without knowledge of the enemy is no war. It is mere bloodletting. Just once, might we not seek to find common ground? For good or ill, I am immortal. Provided I have the inclination, I can always begin anew, scheme and conspire to my heart's content. But this time I thought that I might instead try to see eye to eye, to understand what drives the hero of the Source, to determine if our goals are truly incompatible. So come, shed your preconceptions. See beyond the unscrupulous villains you take us for. When all is said and done, we may find ourselves pleasantly surprised. The proud discoverers of a path of cooperation rather than opposition. Think of it.
Thou hast delivered thy proposal, and we would not dismiss it outright. If I may offer thee counsel, however, to make thy case via an illusion reflecteth poorly upon thy sincerity.
My apologies. You will forgive me if I'm not entirely at ease in the presence of a famed Ascian Slayer. I felt it only prudent to take precautions. Nonetheless, your counsel is duly noted. I take my leave, friends. Rest assured, we shall meet again soon.
I do love everyone just teeing him up.
Prime meme, by the way.
I don't know how long I'll be doing that, but I'm gonna be sticking with it.
Part of me feels like you've had that planned in the back of your head since A Realm Reborn.
Oh, what? Yes. For starters, yes. When I made the one for Mo and Brita, I made the one for Emperor Solus as well. I busted this out. I busted this out during the Stormblood patch content, but it was only for like the very few scenes that he showed up, which was enough. But yeah, that is.
I think I must have missed that. I may have been watching it on Discord, so I didn't see it.
Oh, that's probably it. You're seeing the Discord, so yeah, that's a stream thing. Yes, I'll be doing that. Just for people to look forward to things in future. I am also going to, when we get into Endwalker, have a fist cleanse counter in the lower left. I want that number.
Holy fuck! It's Kingdom Hearts slow.
Now you can change the Emet-Selch as he's properly identified himself. So, I might. This is a longer controversy, but hot take is that I like Emperor Solus more than I like Emet-Selch. Which, he's the same person. What point are you making? But, no.
All right, I'll clip that. Send it to Reddit. Your life is over.
You can't kill me if I've never lived. No, this version, the Shadowbringers version of Emet-Selch, who walks around as Emperor Solus, is the pinnacle. They bring him back in Endwalker. He's fun, but he's nowhere near as good as this. I don't know how controversial this is. I might make
I kind of agree. I kind of agree with that. But I mean, there's different circumstances for the character.
Exactly.
Within Endwalker.
Yes. The things haven't happened to him yet in Endwalker. So it's still the same person. But anyway.
I do like when he spoils all the upcoming patch content. That's one of my favorite moments in Endwalker.
It's still him. You know, it's still our boy Hades. Anyway, but yeah. Now, yes, now that he's properly introduced himself, it would behoove me to update that. Let's write that down, actually. I will forget. Where's my notepad? Here it is. Oh. No, come on. Welch, autocorrect. Come on. There we go. My thumb is slightly too big for cell phones. Finding common ground with an Ascian and my entire being rebels at the very notion. That is an Ascian of Emet-Selch standing should willingly reveal himself unto us, and at this, of all junctures, is most interesting. So that was an Ascian. Thancred told me about them. He appears to be gone, but I won't be lowering my guard just yet. And Alice. Operation? He can't be serious, can he? Well, we've certainly been given much to ponder, but first things first, we should report to the Exarch. Can run along, Viola. We're perfectly capable of handling this little task. Yeah, towards what Vortal said, it is a Endwalker Emet-Selch is a person of a different circumstances, a different context, both in terms of the character and the story and the purpose that he has. All right, take to bed. I'll see you later, refreshed and ready. Do the pen dance. Refreshments laid out in our quarters. We hope they're to your liking. Free food! Oh, there they are. Sandwich basket! For me?
You can shove that in your house.
Have to mule it to somebody to put it in my house.
Oh yeah, I forgot what character you are. I'm dumb.
The whole mule thing just infuriates me. That's a heavy sigh from the Warrior of Light. Oh, look at that. Look how big old apples. Look at those apples. Hope the past few days have not been overly taxing. Player, you take your rest and recover.
From the Exarch, is it? With that mirror of his, he can watch your every move, you know. You probably think you're talking to yourself. Still, he's keeping you well fed. Judging by his people's faith in him, he seems to be a decent sort. But so much about him remains shrouded in mystery. Like, what was he doing back in my day? There was no such person when I was around. A lot's happened since the flood, though. Since I was set adrift. I know little more than you do of this city's history and the Exarch's past. Not that it matters. It's Emet-Selch we should be concerned about. When our world was about to be consumed by light, the Ascian in white appeared before us. He said that the only way for us to live on was to bring about the rejoining.
On the moon!
Desperate as we were, we heeded his words, not realizing that the flood was of the Ascian's own making. They cannot be trusted. None of them, but Emet-Selch had one thing right. One should not fight blindly. That's what we did. And it cost us everything we held dear.
I have to stay committed to the asshole choices. I want to say tell me about Seto, but you're putting me off my dinner.
Poor you. But I take your point.
my sword scabbard just desperately needed to get in the shot.
Let's see then. What's a good topic for mealtime? Well, food, I suppose. I could tell you about Verbatite cuisine, if you like. Oh, and there's this time we were forced to collect rare ingredients for some god's-forsaken feast. If it sounds ridiculous, it's because it was.
Ah, cheeky meta. Oh, thank God that camera's gone.
What? You too? Parallel worlds, eh? So, what sort of things did you have to fetch then?
Try to explain Costa del Sol to somebody. Nope. Teleported to my bed. We got an achievement. What is it? The Fae touched. Again, it's gonna be hard to beat Under the Moonlight. Good evening to you, miss. I do hope you are well rested. The Exarch and your companions are presently gathered in the Ocular. He asks that you convene with them at your earliest convenience. Hope you guys are ready for more talking. That's the Pixie Society. Let's see, why is there a plus quest on my map? Woke up, still have my jog. Fairy Society is a lot of fun. That is the play area. Oh my god, my inner child gone nuts. Hang on.
Ah, there you are. You're just in time to welcome our guest.
Please. Did I not explicitly tell you that we would be meeting again soon? Lest you forget, I made you a promise. I have no intention of meddling with your mission. I come only to observe. Your Exarch friend in particular has piqued my curiosity. Summoning you all like that. Most impressive.
You honestly expect us to believe you've come only to observe? Or that you might deign to lift a finger to aid our cause if called upon? Even if there were a sliver of truth in your words, I would never accept your help. Not in my darkest hour. Not after all the suffering your kind has wrought.
So petty. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. Wage your war against the Sin-Eaters, put each and every Light Warden to the sword, prove yourselves heroes, brave and true, and I will be glad to embrace you as allies. Allies worthy of bearing the burden of truth. Surely such a partnership would be preferable to yet another round of fisticuffs. And thus did the olive branch wither and die. Pity. Well, let no man say I did not try, futile as it was. Though I suspect you will seek me out when you grow tired of making the same mistakes. Difficult decisions lie ahead of you. Decisions best made with the benefit of knowledge to which only the Eternal are privy. For now, I shall resume my shadowy vigil. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's worth watching, would you?
What was that all about?
Oh, right. I gotta click back in.
A vain attempt to make us doubt our chosen course, most like. As if we'd believe a word that passed his lips. Unless you think there is some truth in what he says.
I don't know. Warrior Blade is also stupid. I don't know, but if he crosses this, I'll make him wish he hadn't. Punch him.
I'm sure you will. But consider for a moment. If he meant simply to lead us astray, he could have done so without revealing himself. At least, not in the manner he did. It goes without saying that an alliance with the Ascians is out of the question. But since we have no way of knowing where they might be hiding, it seems only logical to press on with our mission, even if our enemy seems content for it to succeed.
Then let us discuss the Sin Eaters. I would begin by thanking you all for your efforts thus far. In striking down the Light Wardens of Lakeland and Ilmeg, you have accomplished more in your short time here than all of our forces managed in the last century.
That may be, but the Wardens of Calusia, Amareng, and Raktika remain.
Indeed, and their precise whereabouts are as yet unknown. Which is why I propose we divide our forces and conduct a systematic survey of each region. Once we have found our quarry, we may then determine how best to proceed.
I'll take Amareng in that case. I know the lie of the land well enough.
If there are no objections, I will make for Calusia. I have connections there both in and around Yulmore that may prove useful.
Then I would ask that you journey to Raktika. There you will find Y'shtola. With her assistance, I doubt the Warden will evade your grasp for long.
Is Y'shtola the conjurer you and Urianger used to talk about?
That's right. Though we haven't spoken much since she left for the forest.
I fear I may be to blame for that. I had every intention of relaying the news of your arrival, but she is disinclined to speak with me. You have visited her, have you not? Might I trouble you to...
'Twould be no trouble.
No trouble at all.
While you are all out in the field, I shall be here attending to business. I had somewhat fancifully contemplated joining the search myself, but other matters demand my attention.
What's that?
A missive from Lord Vorthry. He invites me to join him in Yulmore to discuss the recent conflict at Leda Luran.
Crystal Exarch's gonna be in Smash, everybody.
And? Did he even bother to offer any bait? It's obviously a trap.
I should be surprised if it were not. Nevertheless, I must seize this opportunity to speak with him, even if only a few words are exchanged. Though my power will be much diminished so far from the tower, it is a risk I am willing to take. Master Alphino, might I impose upon you to accompany me to Yulmore prior to beginning your reconnaissance?
Of course.
Then let us make ready. Safe travels to you all.
Yeah, Y'shtola didn't get an envelope with a seal on it. That's the problem. I confess a great deal of my time in Calusia was spent befriending the people, but that is not to say I gave no thought to our primary goal. Once I've escorted the Exarch to Yulmore, you can be certain I will do all I can to discern the whereabouts of any warden that may be hiding in Calusia. There are so many ruins scattered about Amareng, I'm honestly not even sure where to start. That's comic. Last, I can finally meet Y'shtola. Thancred has told me so much about her. Come on. Ophelia and I are no strangers to Raktika, but this is perhaps the first time we've bothered entering through the proverbial front door. Should be glad to apprise thee of Y'shtola's recent endeavors. Yada yada. Make a request of you. There's a church, or rather the ruins of a church at Fort Job. Might I ask you to go there before seeking out Y'shtola? It was a place where people once gathered to worship the light. Alas, it has long since fallen into disuse. Yet within that hall there remains a tablet whose writings I believe may prove of use to Y'shtola. At the very least, such a relic would make a suitable gift for your reunion. I most consider proposal very well. Ere we depart to Raktika, we shall journey unto Fort Job that we might secure this relic. The Fort Job. What do you got? Nothing. I lost my jog. Fell off in the cutscene. Here amidst the ruins, we will find the Church of the First Light, and within the hallowed hall, the tablet we seek. Times of the essence. Yes, yes, yes. The height of Lakeland's prosperity, these sites serve not as man's final bastion, but as testament to his ingenuity and architectural prowess. Church of the First Light was responsible for many such marvels, building majestic chapels in every corner of the realm. Alas, the flood with its inexorable tides would drown nigh every one, and all but put an end to the religion as a whole, for the creatures which then did rise from that fulgent deluge were seen as agents of divine punishment sent to devour sin and sinner both, whence came the name of Sin Eater. The people were lost, seemingly forsaken by their god. Yet where there is light, there hath ever been shade, and 'twas in the dark they sought solace. The most devout of these worshippers of shadow then did migrate to the Raktika Greatwood, but in that is a tale for another time. For now let us find what remaineth of the chapel here. What do you got for me? Despite their architectural prowess, I can make neither head nor tail of anything in this place. You'd think the remnants of a church would be more conspicuous. It's a church. Urianger staring at the stairwell. Mayhap the hall was built below ground. Mayhap. It's the church. Ah, this is indeed the church we seek. It is surprisingly intact. What little is left of the churches I've seen until now has always borne the scars of decades of disuse. Subterranean construction hath done much to protect the hall from the ravages of time, yet the reason for its remarkable preservation may be deduced from its decoration. As faith in the light did wane, so rose reverence for the dark, and its followers did want for places to worship. To be plain, the standards which do adorn these walls belong not to those who built them, but to the worshippers of the dark, the night blessed. We subsequently migrated to Raktika, yes? Indeed, 'twas beneath the shaded boughs of the Raktika Greatwood that they finally found sanctuary. Often, many times, did Yulmore make spurious overtures of friendship unto them, but they are no fools. The exarch knoweth full well that Ishtola in her seclusion doth labor to learn all she may of the blessed and their past. 'Tis why she sent us here, now that I see. Habit of which he spoke no doubt provideth a glimpse into the history that she so yearneth to comprehend. We better find it. You tell me what this infernal tablet even looks like. Or the tablet or fragment of a holy scripture, 'twould most assuredly rest here on this altar. Yet this would, I presume, also have been where the blessed placed the font of seeing used in the practice of their faith. Whither then would they have set the tablet? Barely see my hand in front of my face. If only a torch were a little closer. Da 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 da. Hang on a minute. Oh, Mega Zoom. Bada. Always check under the mattress, guys. Or under the table, as it were. Whoa! Look at that mega point! Boosh, doosh, doosh. What's going on over there? One point would have been fine. Really excited. I mean, to be fair, I was getting into that scout camera too. The blow dart camera. Not escapeth thine eye, it would seem, is indeed the tablet we seek. Curious, these engravings predate the Knights Blessed. If I am not mistaken, they are writ in the script of the ancient empire of Ranka, whose capital once stood in the midst of what is now Raktika. It would be no small matter to decipher them. Huh, a fine gift for our seeker of truth. 'Tis plain that the Exarch understandeth his Stola only too well. But come, let us quit this place, we're quitting places, and make ready for our journey unto the woods. Ere we depart, there is a custom of the Knights Blessed which I feel compelled to elucidate. As one might expect, they deem the light to be abhorrent, and everything it touches befouled. Thus do they take the utmost pains to protect all they can from its taint, including their very names. To speak plain, it is a belief of the Blessed that one's own name must ne'er be uttered in the light of everlasting day. Yet this commandment precludeth not the use of another's. Thus do parents protect their children, and in rare cases, masters their disciples. So it is that Istola hath taken the name of Master Matoya. Lest we offend them, I bid you speak not her true name in the Blessed's presence. With that in mind, let us speak with the guard who keepeth vigil at the Greatwood's border. Wait, Meyerkant, or is it Meerkant? Or is it Mercant? Mercant. Hey, dude. Let me in. Let me in the place.
No matter how far he goes, man cannot resist looking back on the path he has walked. The untold stories and secrets of the past can be more alluring than the promise of tomorrow. And so he braves the forests of Raktika in search of mystery and wonder. Of Ronka, to which all seekers of hidden truths are inevitably drawn.
Scree. So we are at present just traveling adventurers.
We have arrived.
What we tell everybody is that we're just traveling adventurers. We're from a faraway land, the same place that the Crystal Exarch is, and we are building up the tale of the Warrior of Darkness as this other person who's going around killing all the Night Wardens. And so it's sort of, we're doing like a secret identity thing.
Vast though these woods may be, they are, by and large, uninhabitable.
But no, there is no, they do not go to you specifically as the Warrior of Light and ask you for your surname. So no opportunities for any sort of silly names, no Schultenheim Reinbach the Thirds or anything like that.
Not so the swamps of Cydia, however, whose sparse foliage permitted man a foothold.
Thought that was coming up soon. Pardon me.
No lands must remain beyond our grasp. Go forth, conquer, rule.
Forgive me. A
sudden pang of nostalgia for those halcyon days. Exploring virgin territories, subjugating primitive peoples, all for the glory of Garlemald.
If you've brought your ivory standard, I'll be happy to tell you where to stick it.
Can we not simply take a moment to enjoy the view together? Or would you rather I spied on you from the shadows? Much more of this, and I may very well begin to regret my show of good faith.
If you really want to stay, then help us fight.
No, I think not. I am an observer, nothing more. Even shielded by the shadows of these boughs, I feel the light's presence most keenly. To accompany you is taxing enough. To fight is out of the question.
I will suffer your company if I must, but not your commentary.
Ah! He's part of the party, guys! Alright, what do you got for me? What is it now? Do you expect me to regale you with friendly banter? Oh, very well. I will humor you this once. You may consider it my latest act of good faith. Come on, then. What do you wish to know? Why choose this form here in the first? Well, well, what a curious question. Mortal flesh is but the vessel into which we Asians pour the elixir of our souls, molding it as fits the occasion, or not if we so choose. Be it for a year or a millennium, I prefer to remain the same form until my duty is done. So after arriving here in the first, I fashioned some hapless body into the man you see before you. Though as your friend over there can attest, there are those of us who forego such alterations. He was ever the rash one, La Habrea, judging from vessel to vessel, never heeding the toll it took on him. Actually, never mind. You have nothing to ask me. Why are you still here? Don't you have wardens to vanquish, a realm to save? Every drop. I'm just. I'll turn it on and off. I will at least not just block the chat at all times. If I'm gonna block the chat at all times, I might as well just disable it. If he never opened his mouth again, it would be too soon. Thancred has told me of the Asians and what they have done. If he isn't willing to help, is it wise to let him stay with us? Tis plain our Asian counterpart meaneth to follow wheresoever we lead. Were it otherwise, he would not suffer the overabundance of light in these woods. Verily, it pervadeth every corner, and so long as the Light Warden remaineth, the Sin Eaters shall be free to prey upon these lands without surcease. Surcease? Oh, that's a word. If naught is done, 'tis but a matter of time before the blessed succumb. 2 years past, a swarm of Sin Eaters did lay waste unto their largest settlement, killing a great many of their priests in so doing. Though some few did survive, they knew not how to go on, wayward souls in want of a guiding hand. For a mercy, Y'shtola hath provided that which they sorely needed. They have since endeavored to restore their home, and thither shall we bend our steps to Fort... Why am I echoing?
Is it me?
Maybe?
Why am I causing an echo? What the fuck?
I don't know. Were they
Is
too...
it still there?
I think it's... let's see. I'm going to talk. It's better now. I don't know what happened.
Okay, it must have been me. That was strange.
Bonkers.
Anyway,
I was gonna
say it's surcease.
Yeah, surcease. Man, that's a word.
Yeah, it just means to cease.
Oh, so okay. I figured as much from the context. They have since endeavored to restore their home, and thither shall we bend our steps to Fort Gone. delicious exploration experience. Hope everybody's ready. Where's this friend of yours you've come to meet? Urianger said they were rebuilding, but there's no one here. We both know Urianger enjoys painting pictures with his words, but he did not exaggerate about this place.
I see little sign of recent activity, nor hath any meaningful progress been made with the reconstruction. Mayhap Y'shtola sought shelter elsewhere. Come, let us quit this place.
Now, surround them!
These senators, they're not like the others.
There's a reason for that. Lower your weapons, please. We mean you no harm.
How is it they can speak? It's a Sin Eater trick. They mean to kill us all.
Kupo?
That will seem a lot less amusing when we are forced to kill them.
Asshole rat's so good.
Oh, for the love of... I had hoped that by accompanying you, we might come to understand one another. But all I have come to understand is that you have a knack for inflaming the natives. You've committed the cardinal sin of boring me. And so I retire to the shade. Good luck.
There! Did you see that one disappear?
Ugh. One of the best lines ever.
I think I preferred La Habrea.
Enough. Runard, report.
Come, dog.
Master Matoya. We apprehended them as you ordered, but are you certain these are Sin Eaters?
The intense light of the ether I saw was unmistakable. If not Sin Eaters, then what?
'Tis passing queer that Y'shtola should mistake us for the enemy, is it not? Mayhap it hath been too long since last she beheld the radiance of thine ether. Master Matoya, hath time truly made strangers of us?
Nay, I recognize you, Urianger, Thancred. And this is Minfilia of the First, of whom you spoke before.
Just so. And knowing as thou must that we come in peace, might I prevail upon thee to have thy comrades lower their arms?
First explain this other presence in your company. The one I know not. There is but one manner of creature in this world whose ether is suffused with such an abundance of light.
Mine apologies, Master Matoya, but thou art mistaken. Before thee standeth our dearest comrade, the truest hero among us.
It's only people who practice in the faith of the Knights Blessed. Which is why Urianger is calling Y'shtola Master Matoya. It's sort of like if you're practicing, if it's Ramadan, if you're not Muslim, you don't practice it. If you're not Christian, you don't do Lent, that kind of thing. So if you're practicing in the religion of the Knights Blessed, then you hide your true name.
Though she is but recently arrived here in the First, not one but 2 Light Wardens have already perished by her most puissant hand.
It cannot be.
Master Matoya, this one's a little bit too straight along. It's been too long, clearly. I'll do it. Truly thought me a scene eater. A little upset.
Master Matoya?
Lower your weapons. Forgive us this hostile welcome. Come. I would give you a proper introduction to Raktika and its people.
Which people? So when it comes to everyone's outfits, there's a part at the end of this where when everyone's back on the source and they basically go to Tutaru and they're like, "Can you make us our outfits from Shadowbringers? We thought they were cool." And I think Y'shtola is the only one that I legitimately agree with. I mean, Urianger and Thancred, they're towing the party line. They're just wearing class gear, which is fine, and Thancred gets the white coat, which is kind of badass. And then the twins are always playing dress up, so whatever. But pre-Shadowbringers Y'shtola versus post-Shadowbringers Y'shtola, like the fact that she just wears this absolutely gangbusters outfit for the rest of the game, 100% agree. Urianger get an outfit change. Thancred, it's fine. To be honest, Gunbreaker's never gotten better than 80. They've gotten real close. The 90 outfit for Gunbreaker, it's pretty good. The Dawntrail one's alright. It dies weird. Anyway. Yeah. This was... Well, we'll get into this. But this, knowing what I do now, this particular scene is... I'm reading it completely differently. Imposing in person. A lot better than it might have. No thanks, Emet-Selch. You've been busy since arriving the first, I gather, but I would hear the tale of your travails in more suitable surroundings. At Fort Gone, yet to be rebuilt, the Knights Blessed have made their home in a settlement to the northeast. I will await you at its entrance. Follow the path through yonder gate, and you will find me soon enough. Hang on a minute. What before that? Siren call of the ether current.
I do remember running this for the first time. I picked the Kupo option immediately. I'm pretty sure I played it straight laced my first time through.
I was just like, no, don't shoot me. Yeah, but this playthrough is it's for all of the Kupo options. You can walk past that one. Also, if you're Raktika Greatwood is pretty big. The town music in Raktika Greatwood is almost as good as its own music. Okay, I'm gonna talk to Pistola. There you are. I was beginning to worry. Much like the 12s would, this forest has a way of dealing with those who stray too far from the beaten path. But I digress. Let me show you the home of the Knights Blessed. Midgard Summer. It's a new aetherite. See you, Nathan. I see somebody like Andrew Frost, and I always wonder if somebody just put in their legit birth name into Final Fantasy.
I mean, that sounds like an actual person's name. Like, it really does.
There's something. I mean, somebody must have done it, right? That like this guy. I don't know. I'm not gonna get into this, but like you have John Smith, and you go in and you're like, who do I name my character? It's just like, I'll just give him my name.
Yeah, I've seen it a few times. I've seen some very normie names as I go through the game.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes people are just like, I'm just gonna use a name generator, and it's Tom Biggins. Hello, Tom. Spelled with an H and an M for some reason. You seen such a tree? I think these are only the roots. Oh, did you hear me talk about? Look, dude, you're just an example. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Make their home here and so swiftly would surely have required no small amount of ingenuity. A most impressive feat without that agree.
Slitherbough is the largest of the blessed settlements. They worship no gods, instead revering darkness itself. It is a curious kind of faith, but one which has granted them the strength to persevere in the wake of the flood. I hope you weren't expecting a grand feast by way of welcome. They are a simple people. Now, I would hear of your travels away from prying ears. Come.
Matoya's theme music.
I see. And now you seek the Light Warden of Raktika. In the days after I arrived in the First, I too relied upon the Crystal Exarch for guidance. But his penchant for secrecy and the telling of half-truths soon lost him my trust. And thus did I strike out on my own. My work eventually led me here to the forest.
Big books.
Which I've come to know like the back of my hand. I cannot say with certainty where your quarry is hiding, but I am confident I can narrow the search.
Well, go on then.
Some few thousand years ago, this forest stood at the heart of the Empire of Ronka. A great many relics of that civilization can still be found to the east in Ixmaya. Or rather, could be found, were the area not fiercely guarded. Ixmaya, you see, is home to a tribe of warriors whose lineage is said to date back to the time of the Empire. Any attempt to enter their territory is met with lethal force. They offer no warnings, and suffer no trespasser to escape. Needless to say, my every attempt to survey the area has been thwarted.
Mayhap the Warden hideth there, full knowing none may approach it for fear of these protectors.
As for the tablet, I find the timing of its discovery suspiciously convenient. If I did not know better, I would think someone was trying to curry favor with me. Regardless, it will take time to decipher these writings. Yet I would not be at all surprised if they somehow held the key to entering Ixmaya unmolested. The Exarch has a nose for serendipity.
If there is aught I can do to assist thee in unraveling their secrets, thou needst only ask.
Thank you, Urianger. I may well take you up on that offer. While we set to work, might I suggest you take a tour of the city? Should you be in any doubt as to the importance of your role as the Warrior of Darkness, the people here will surely cure you of it.
I must say, Ishtola, while most of us have struggled to come to terms with our altered circumstances, you seem to have adapted rather well.
Lest you forget, Master Matoya and I dedicated our lives to uncovering the truth which hides at the heart of our world. Though separate, the fate of this reflection is nevertheless bound to that of our home. That I would be daunted by such an invaluable opportunity is absurd. But what of you, Thancred? Could it be that you are still struggling to come to terms with the nature of your young companion?
My struggles are none of your concern. Quite why you would speak thus and in this company, I do not know. Perhaps you left more of yourself back in the source than I assumed. If you'll excuse me.
They're having a fight.
He understands that I'm not the same, that I'm not her.
Understands, perhaps, but does not accept. The question being whether he ever will, and whether you will, more importantly. As difficult as your circumstances may be, they are yours, not his. 'Tis you and you alone who bears ultimate responsibility for your life.
God, I missed Stola.
But you need not make any hard choices now. Why not go and get some fresh air, clear your head?
Ooh, load. Bit of a load there. Wish I'd never. When Stola first arrived in the First, she meets swift work of the Cabinet of Curiosity. Her thirst yet unsated, she then journeyed hither, seeking the wisdom of Franca. She found little in the way of welcome from the Blessed, however. 'Twas not until the Great Fire, where she denied the Sin Eaters a feast of ether, that she gained their trust. Since then I have served as a liaison twixt Slitherbow and the Crystarium, that she might be kept abreast of the others' efforts. I think we have time to start the next quest, and then that'll be it for now. I am not indifferent to Thancred's troubles. Nevertheless, I will not apologize for holding him to a higher standard after all these years. He has ever been a man of considerable resolve, and that is what I will continue to expect. Though it heartens me to know that some of us remain ourselves in spite of our present circumstances. I can but imagine how Alice and Alfino have changed since arriving here in the First. Change is part of life. We can but hope it's changed for the better. Perhaps you should be concerned with how you have changed. No. Well, that is the asshole response. We're assholes today. I realize I am not as I was on the Source, but I cannot say I regret the decisions that have allowed me to come this far. Ahem. Returning to the matter at hand, I really must begin work on deciphering this tablet. In the meantime, perhaps you should take a look about Sotherbow. If there's anything you need, pray speak with Runar at the plaza. Anything. Alright. Anyway. Be more degen
Flame
next.
Dragon, be careful.
Oh, God. There's going to be some real tests of my willpower coming up, but not today and not this week. We'll have the Runar talk, probably Wednesday. We all get to look forward to that, or be afraid of it. I don't know. You can choose. But anyway, thank you one and all for coming and joining us. Nice relaxing 45-minute queue for Titania, but we got through it. We got through it together. Not here Saturday, but I will be here next Wednesday for more Shadowbringers content, and I hope everybody has a nice evening.